the whole concept of the 100x organization here. So the primary change is that what we're restructuring around what I call the 100x org. The goal is 100x output. Okay. So the roles required to build the highest level are fundamentally different than they were a year ago. Build at the highest level. Incremental improvements to existing systems won't get us there. We need new ones. That means creating enough disruption to rebuild rather than iterate on what's already broken. The common narrative is that AI makes everyone more productive. It doesn't. Many of the workflows of today, if left unchanged, create bottlenecks in AI systems. These roles will evolve, but waiting for that to happen naturally means falling behind now. That part I agree with. The 100x org is actually heavily dependent on people, infinitely more than today. This is only possible with 10x people that have embraced and adopted new ways of working. That I agree with as well, because the thing is, I look at how we're doing things now. There's like, for example, the agents that we have, there's a lot of debugging that's required with these agents. So you're going to need to hire agent managers, and you're going to need to hire more developers, more forward deployed engineers, more customer success people. But more importantly, they need to be able to do these things, right? Because if they can't, they're actually going to be a hindrance to your organization.
Yeah. And when you look at when you look at what these guys are doing, I'm telling you, like, my just personal beliefs is they don't have a choice. And the restructuring and the reorg, I have it in the sheet. There was an interesting stat from Demand Sage. 70% of SEO teams haven't been restructured for AI. And I don't think it's just a marketing thing. Most divisions within an organization haven't been restructured for AI to leverage the technology, to harness it. With SEO, it's a little bit different because you have two angles. One is using the tools to be more efficient and increase output. The second is to actually go and optimize for these LLMs, right? Because we haven't seen too many organizations adapt as well internally. And a great example of this is I was speaking at a Fortune 100 company, like literally at their offices to CMOs and marketing, and it was about GEO. They had Accenture give a talk. When Accenture gave the talk, they were like, we want to explain to you about GEO. This stands for Generative Engine Optimization. Imagine when you search on ChatGPT, what if your brand showed up for products related to your space? And they were just like, we kind of already know what a lot of this is. We were expecting you guys to come in with strategies and tactics. But the reason Accenture gave that talk, and I'm not trying to knock them, is most people don't have the basics even down, right? So it's like, if you don't have the basics down, then, there's no point in talking about advanced stuff. And I think a lot of organizations are going to go through restructuring. I do believe that is going to cause some layoffs. I also believe that's going to cause for new people to be hired. But the narrative that companies are pushing right now, because of AI or 100x and all this kind of stuff, the reality is most organizations will never get 100x output from their employees. I get the marketing message around it. They just aren't doing that well. And they got to figure out how to perform better because they have investors or they're publicly traded and they've raised too much money.